My wife asked for an open marriage. I opened the door and told her to leave. She didn't think I'd actually mean it. We'd been married 8 years, no kids, good jobs, nice condo in Denver. The kind of relationship people called solid, which usually means nobody looks close enough to see what's already breaking underneath. Lauren worked at a marketing firm downtown, and I worked in commercial real estate. Our schedules were busy but stable. We had routines, Friday takeout, Sunday grocery runs, random Netflix shows we never finished. From the outside, we looked fine. Then little things started changing. Her phone suddenly stayed face down. Gym sessions moved to late evenings. Girls' nights started happening twice a week, and she stopped touching me unless I initiated it first. I noticed all of it, but I kept telling myself marriage goes through phases. People get tired, stress happens. Then one Tuesday night while I was cleaning up dinner, Lauren leaned against the kitchen counter with a glass of wine and said, "I think we should try an open marriage." She said it casually, calmly, like she was asking about repainting the bedroom. I actually laughed at first because I thought she had to be joking. She didn't laugh back. "I'm serious." The dishwasher hummed between us while I just stared at her. "Where's this coming from?" I asked. "I just think people aren't meant to be with one person forever." The way she said it sounded practiced, rehearsed. Then came the podcasts, articles about modern relationships, stories about couples who supposedly became stronger after opening their marriage. Every conversation felt weirdly strategic, and every time I questioned it, she acted like I was immature for not understanding. One night she finally said, "If you loved me, you'd at least consider what makes me happy." That line changed everything for me, because suddenly this didn't feel like honesty. It felt like permission. A few days later, I found out who he was. Tyler, 32, worked with her at the firm. I wasn't snooping. I didn't need to. Lauren left her Apple Watch charging in the bathroom while she showered, and message previews started lighting up the screen while I brushed my teeth. Can't stop thinking about last night. Then another one. He's still suspicious? I just stood there staring at the watch while the shower ran behind me. Weirdly, I didn't feel explosive anger. I felt finished. The next morning, I called an attorney during lunch. By the end of the week, I had copies of every financial document we shared sitting in a folder at my office. Savings, retirement accounts, mortgage paperwork, everything organized quietly. Saturday night, she brought up the open marriage again while scrolling through Instagram on the couch. "I don't understand why you're being so closed-minded." I looked at her for a few seconds. Then I stood up, walked to the front door, opened it, and said, "Okay, marriage is open. You're free to go." Her face went completely blank. "What? You want other people?" "I don't, so go." "David, stop being dramatic." I kept the door open. "You already made your choice." That's when panic finally showed up on her face. Not guilt, fear. Because now this wasn't a fantasy conversation anymore. "You'd seriously throw away 8 years over this?" I almost laughed. "No, you did." She started crying immediately. "I haven't even done anything." I just looked at her. She knew I knew. There wasn't any point saying Tyler's name out loud. She packed a bag that night and left for her sister's apartment. 3 days later, she got served divorce papers. Then the phone call started. Her sister saying Lauren made a mistake. Her mother asking if we could work this out privately. Lauren switching between anger and begging depending on the hour. "You embarrassed me. You blindsided me. You didn't even fight for us." That last one honestly amazed me. Like I was supposed to compete for my own wife against some guy from her office. I kept everything calm after that. No screaming, no social media drama, no revenge posts. But I did make one phone call because Tyler had a wife. And unlike Lauren, I believed people deserved the truth before making decisions about their lives. So I met Tyler's wife for coffee and showed her everything. Screenshots, dates, hotel charges Lauren forgot were connected to our joint account. She went quiet for a long time. Then she simply nodded and said, "I knew something was wrong." 2 weeks later, Tyler's entire life collapsed. Turns out his wife owned half the business they'd built together. The affair spread around Lauren's office fast after that. HR got involved because Tyler was her direct supervisor. He got suspended first, then fired. Lauren quit before the investigation finished. That's when she started calling constantly. Not because she missed me, because the fantasy died. "Can we pause the divorce? We both made mistakes. I miss home." Home. That word irritated me more than anything, because she only missed it after everything else burned down. I agreed to meet her one last time at a restaurant near our condo. She looked exhausted when she walked in. No makeup, dark circles, like she hadn't slept properly in weeks. For 1 second, I almost felt bad for her. Then she quietly said, "I never thought you'd actually leave." And there it was, the real truth. She never expected consequences. I slid an envelope across the table. Inside were the finalized divorce papers and the condo transfer documents. I'd already bought out her half. "I mean it this time," I told her calmly. "You should go." She stared at me for a long moment before finally realizing this wasn't an argument anymore. It was over.